Well, a Murfreesboro family is wrapping up a major renovation project in today's Better Home. The Patricks are adding space and some green upgrades, and RSU Contractors is helping make their dreams come true. Here's Better Nashville's Christy Hafner with a look at their amazing home.
5 years ago, RSU Contractors helped the Patricks remodel a kitchen. Now they're back for another huge project. The family expanded their home and added several green features. One of the main attractions are these opening glass walls on their newly built deck.
And the doors that we ended up with actually fold open so that the corner disappears completely. And when they're accordioned back out of the way, the whole area is wide open.
They also plan on using geothermal energy.
My dad had told me about this 20 years ago, and I thought, what a crazy notion that you would dig wells to heat and cool your house with. But it turns out to be a very effective way to do it, and it reduces your heating bills.
They chose a window design that would also help keep a comfortable temperature.
We installed the windows so that we could cool the house as much as possible with fans. So there's a ceiling fan in all of the ceilings that are more than 8 feet high. And we installed windows, awning-style windows, low in the living room, for instance, and also high to try to pull the cool air in at night and hot air rises. So if you can get cool air coming into the windows low on the walls, and you can create a place for the hotter air to go out, then you can get by without having to use the air conditioning quite as much as you otherwise would.
They found stained glass panels and repurposed them, and they transformed old beams.
Well, the entrance to the house was my design, but it was my husband's idea to use some recycled beams. And what we found was at a place in Nashville called Woodstock, and they had taken beams out of an old cotton warehouse in Columbia, and they looked like you couldn't possibly use them for anything, but they planed them down, and they are beautiful. They're heart pine, and it's just another example of taking something that someone else would have discarded and turning it into a feature that we really like.
RSU Contractors work closely with the Patricks to make sure everything was just as they dreamed.
So we enjoy the fact of working with each client. It makes every job unique, special, and this particular job is very special for a number of reasons. It's got some very unique features, very green features, and in this case our client really did their homework.
RSU has been really terrific. They've got so many talented people, and they're so good at working with you to figure out what it is you want and how you want things to be. And there are hundreds of things where we stood around and just looked at something and puzzled it out and tried to figure out what to do. They'd mock something up for us. We'd come in that evening, look at it. The next day we'd talk about it. And that's how we work together to get everything just right. When you're doing a remodeling job, one of the tricks is making the new part fit with the old part. And in our case, we had a story-and-a-half Cape Cod-style house. And that upstairs half-story is really challenging to open up and make it possible to use as much space as you can. So there were several times when we just had to put our heads together and figure out what to do. And RSU was just wonderful to work with for that. Jim Walker was our lead supervisor on the project, and he and I had to put our heads together a number of times. There are lots of staff at RSU.
RSU Contractors has 3 locations. You can find them at their Nashville-Brentwood location at 615-269-3906 and out in Murfreesboro at 615-895-0477. They also have a new location in Franklin. Reach them there at 615-790-3397. Now, for more information and a link to their website, rsucontractors.com, just go to our website. That's betternashville.com.